Super Mario keeps a scrapbook of every level he clears. It's filled with flag Polaroids. Welcome to the stream, my friends. Happy Tuesday, and welcome back to Super Mario Brothers, our small Mario challenge playthrough. We're going to spend some time on this tonight. We should be able to do it. I had one roadblock that I encountered, which was a hammer brother atop a flight of stairs in 5-2, but I know how to get around that obstacle now. So that's really the only thing that was ever holding me back. Aside from, my own general bad luck and incompetence. So we're going to see if we can do this tonight. And depending on how this goes, we may also make time to take another look at Strider on the NES. I'm not quite ready, even though we beat that game, I'm not quite ready to move on from it. There's one other thing I need to take a look at, which may result in another complete playthrough. Maybe even a challenge playthrough of that game. But we're gonna see. If we don't get to Strider tonight, we'll do it next stream. Next stream should be tomorrow night, but there is a chance I'll have to cancel and move it to Thursday instead. I have an IRL commitment that should be happening Thursday, but I could possibly find out tomorrow afternoon that it's tomorrow night instead. So thank you for your flexibility, my friends. But let's welcome everyone in. Dead Zergling is first in chat tonight. Welcome in. Welcome Chozo Brain, Lucent Jelly, Buddha Fingers. Welcome in Lurkers as well. Very grateful to have you all here. It is the affiliate anniversary. Should put it in the title and get the massive views. It's all right. We announced I announced the stream anniversary like just a couple months ago. I don't need to pummel everyone with anniversary announcements over and over and over again. Welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. What do you call it when you 100% pizza tower? Completes a tower, Buddha says. Well done. We did that too. I did a 100% playthrough. I didn't do the new game plus, but that didn't count toward our percentage, so I don't really think I want to go back for that. I like that game a lot, but I don't know that I need to play through as the second character. I do have crackers, Zergling. We'll catch up on our wheel spins a little later in the stream, because I'm hopeful that I'm going to be able to beat this, and I'll do a wheel spin then, and I'll do all of our banked ones at that same time. But I got my crackers. I just opened them while the music was playing, actually, so no one would have to hear all that. Well, you're still going to have to hear a lot of crinkling because I'll have to unroll the bag. Doing quite well this evening. Chilled and gamed out on my PlayStation 5 this evening. Right on. Well, why don't we press some buttons? Why is there no sound? Oh no. There we go. Alright, Small Mario. I am running the timer, because these are now serious attempts at a challenge playthrough. The timer will keep me focused. He lied. Some of those Smash Chivos are gonna make me crazy, Chozo says. Oh no. I actually didn't know. Are you still working on 64 or is it Melee now? I haven't decided about the Strider Challenge yet, Zergling. I'm gonna take another look at it and determine what I should do. There's a good chance we're gonna consider tackling Deathless Strider, though. I just don't want to promise it. Yeah, no 1-up mushrooms. No 1-up mushrooms either. It's kind of no items. I'm not considering the coins items though. We will be collecting coins, though I have to stay under 100. Because if I collect 100 coins, that's a 1-up, and and a 1-up is an item, so... Hey, Bort Jams, welcome in. Thank you for the happy anniversary. Why is DK in the corner today? Because I have to put something up there, and I feel like I've used Mario and Luigi somewhat recently, so, you know, he's, like, in the family. I had a chat with someone who thought the Genesis Toads and NES Toads were identical, could not be convinced otherwise. I simply must wonder, did he even play them really? Yeah, that is an impossible opinion to have if you've played the games. They're very similar. They're attempting to be the same game, but they absolutely are not the same experience. You know, they're more the same game than like NES and Super NES Battletoads, right? Ruffy and Gruff, welcome in. Melee now. Smash 64 is badged. Deathless Genesis Strider? We'll see. I haven't even done my first playthrough of Genesis Strider. Mario's just a Pitfall clone. Just wait until Pitfall 3 and Nintendo is toast. I like Pitfall. I feel like I never really figured out Pitfall. Though we played it on the stream a little bit, and I don't think I really beat it. Well, I know I didn't beat it, but I don't know what qualifies as beating Pitfall. Good, I'm not going crazy. I don't know that I'm a good bar to measure yourself against to determine, like, your sanity level, though. Being in my company typically bodes poorly for your sanity. Ooh, I've picked up a lot of coins. People are making bot accounts to win a video game giveaway competition, to win video game giveaway competitions. I can't say that I'm awfully surprised. While the dream would be to do this deathless, I'm not necessarily going to reset if I die, because we only have 3 lives anyway. So I will, I will just carry on with the playthrough even if I die. Ah! I almost died right there. Oh. Perhaps he used warps and that's why he didn't notice the glaring inconsistency. I expect that that's probably possible / likely. I've actually never used a warp in Battletoads at all. I don't think. I've never even, like, accidentally found them. Thank you for the 5-stream watch streak. But yeah, if you warp around, then of course you're gonna miss a significant portion of the game, and then oh, have a pretty poor frame of reference. I'm just grabbing every coin now. This has become an all coins playthrough. Whoa! Oh my goodness. What am I doing? Rat Race stresses me out just thinking about it. Wish there was a warp past it. The worst part about Rat Race isn't even the level. The worst part is that it soft locks. Why did my microphone pop? Whoa. Yeah, I soft locked a bunch of times there. I would say it has to be at least 3. I soft locked at the Stormtrooper boss too once. Because when you get to a certain point, the screen is supposed to like scroll up and put you into the arena with the Stormtrooper boss. And it didn't scroll me correctly, and it had me locked down under the boss arena. And I died, and then it kept spawning me back there under the arena, so all my lives bled away one by one by one. Nato's stream might not be the best for me. I appreciate his good attitude, how clean he keeps it, but I feel like watching him is making me develop ADHD. I'm not entirely sure I understand why. He's just so all over the place, I struggle to keep up. I believe he describes as what I'm saying as the natto way. I'm a big admirer of the natto way. I don't know if you can handle the cortisol spikes and secondhand embarrassment that my stream undoubtedly induces. Then surely things can't be too bad over there. Oh. No! Ah! Disgusting! I spawned a power-up. I didn't collect it, but still, I don't want to see them. I can't believe that guy moves around after a while. I never knew that would happen. I say I never knew that would happen. Maybe I knew it one time and forgot. No, rip the run. Alright, we're gonna keep going, but that is a terrible disappointment. Maybe I'll get over it. Not every streamer is good for every viewer. Yeah, puts a huge asterisk. That puts a huge asterisk on my small Mario life goals. Very well done. Ah! There was a lot of high anxiety there. It's kind of alright that I had a death, though, because if I did clear this deathless, I would, well done, Frownie, or should I say, well done, Koopa impersonator. His goose is surely cooked. Very nice. I lost my train of thought. Oh, if I had beat this deathless, it would trouble me to no end that I spawned that Big E mushroom. So I would not be satisfied with the playthrough anyway. So it's probably best that I lost a life, and I don't have to torment myself over that. Should we ask the Koopa impersonator what he thinks? I think he's moved beyond our powers of interrogation. Anything to not use a spring. No! Oh, that was so bad. You would throw away a Deathless Run over triggering a power-up. Accidentally triggering a power-up, but not collecting it 100%. I didn't state ahead of time that that was the rule, but that is usually the rule. That was our rule for our Contra Deathless runs. It would have been. It wasn't the rule for Castlevania because enemies drop items randomly. So it's really unavoidable unless you're also like going for a pacifist playthrough and or hoping for the wildest RNG. But if the power-ups are completely avoidable, then I think it makes sense to avoid them on a no power-up playthrough. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Unless you're pacifist, then you have to spawn items. But we didn't collect any. My sub-weapon box was empty at the end of the run. Ooh. Alright, that was a little scary for a while. A brickless run. No breaking bricks. What have I done? No! Was that my last life? It was. Oh, we didn't even beat the game. Oh, alas. From the top. I mean, if I'm Small Mario, I can't break any bricks, right? Isn't a Small Mario run a brickless run by default? Yeah, not even bouncing them. Yeah, we'd have to say that. We'd have to say no bouncing them. I don't really want to add, like, too many layers of challenge, because last time I did that, I made the game unplayable. But, I don't mind, like, somewhat avoiding, bouncing the blocks. Although, on stage 4-2, with those 3 Goombas in that narrow passageway, jumping on them without bumping the blocks seems like the trickiest part of the playthrough. I didn't pay attention to what level I died on, so I can, like, keep a mental note of, like, my PB. Use all springs deathless challenge. Yeah, only press the buttons while holding your breath. I'll have to get some device that, like, monitors my breathing on stream, otherwise that seems like a really easy one to fake. We all agree that it's cheating if you don't hold your breath on the underwater stages, right? Obviously. There seem to be shockingly few bloopers on that stage. Hey VHS, welcome in. Who breathes during underwater levels? That would be weird. I've heard of deathless runs, but not breathless runs. You could probably do a Mario 1 breathless challenge if you know the speedrun, right? Because it's real short. It would be fun. I mean, it's like 4 or 5 minutes long, which is a long time to hold your breath, but like with some training, it should be doable, I think. I don't know. I don't know what like record lengths for holding your breath are. Making all the springs mandatory would be diabolical. I can't stand the springs in this game. I'm sure there's plenty of people who have no problem with them, but they betray me all the time. Sure, there's some games out there where it's possible. Yeah, I mean, I know that there are some, like ludicrously short speedruns. I think Mario World has a wildly short speedrun. This stage, I just have to be resigned to getting a lot of coins on. I have thought that a no-coin playthrough would be fun, and I sort of, like, half-heartedly experimented with trying it, but there are a couple spots where I'm not entirely sure it's possible. At least not with, like, a normal human set of skills. I've never been terribly bothered by the spring. But I know at least one other streamer that hates them. Yeah, I just can't do the spring in this game. It betrays me all the time. I don't like springs in... I don't like springs in Mario, generally speaking, though, because the music notes in Mario Brothers 3 are pretty bad, too. I don't dislike all springy platforms, though. The tires in Donkey Kong Country are the ones that I always point to as, like, those, for me, are the gold standard of springs in video games. I've never been betrayed by a tire in Donkey Kong Country. Yeah. I remember that night you filed a bunch of challenges on and then couldn't get very far in the game. Yep. I was simultaneously trying to do Small Mario, No Coins, Pacifist. I just kept adding on whatever challenge like chat suggested, and the game became unplayable. I was kind of a weird stream. Like, I don't remember the exact circumstances, if I was sick or if I was just coming back after having been sick or something, but it was a weird day for me in general. And then I just let it be just a weird stream. Right here. Getting past this without collecting coins is the first part that it's like I couldn't get past there. When I was experimenting with no coins. And I do think that, like, if you jump just right, that you can maybe hang back and get onto that upper mushroom without collecting a coin, but it's a very bizarre, it's a very difficult jump, and with this game's bizarre momentum, my confidence is really low. There's a lot of fire on that screen. I don't know when I learned that the other Bowsers are like decoy Bowsers. Um, it was definitely at some later point because, like, I remember I remember being a kid and defeating a decoy Bowser with firepower and not understanding why. a regular enemy sprite fell out of him when he died. So I learned the like lore explanation after I had seen the event. I don't know what the word I'm grasping for is. I beat Strider casually. I'm kind of thinking about maybe a Deathless Strider playthrough, but I don't want to commit to that yet. I wanna look at it. The chat told me that there's a basic ability that I didn't discover, so I want to look at it again to see how that ability changes the game, and then use that to determine whether or not I want to do a Deathless playthrough. So I wanna, no matter what, I want to see the ability that I overlooked. But then, I want to see how that changes the game. I love challenge runs. Excellent. I also love challenge runs, and it's been a while since I've done any. So I'm very glad to hear there's enthusiasm for them. Yeah, the charge attack. I've got to look into that. Mario's fireballs are de-evolution fireballs. Oh, I love that. That is my new headcanon. Whoa. What else would you call your first win in Punch-Out? I mean, kind of. I backed off. I backed off of the extreme southpaw rule, though. I did use star punches, so if I really gonna call it a left-handed challenge, I would have to have skipped all the star punches. Maybe I should do that though. Now that I can beat the game, maybe we should throw I'm not talking about the left-handed part? Oh, you mean the passwords part? Okay. Yeah. I guess. I don't know. That doesn't... It doesn't strike me as the same type of gimmick. Oh, but the 14 KOs was a challenge either way, though, right? So yeah, that was a challenge playthrough. Yeah, I should have run the clock for it. Hey, Master Tuesday, welcome in. Happy affiliate anniversary, thank you. We celebrate like we do all of our anniversaries by just having a normal stream and barely acknowledging it at all. Whoa, I thought I was dead. Not particularly fast, but speed isn't the goal. Don't let the timer fool you into thinking this is any sort of speed run. It most certainly is not. Did I say Happy Tuesday, Tuesday? Whoa. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The Hammer brother. So it's just patience is the trick to getting past him. If you wait long enough, then he gives up and starts walking toward you, and then that actually makes him much easier to get past. I found that completely by accident too. That was a mechanic that I didn't know about, and no. Oh. I can't believe I'm still alive. I can't believe I'm still alive. Level 6-2, I always think that that stage is in World 7. And I think the reason that I think that is because it's got a lot of pipes. 6-2 is like a really like green pipe heavy level. Yeah, I was afraid of that. And World 7 I think is Pipe World in Mario Brothers 3, so that's why I think like that's where I think the source of my confusion is. Just one of those guys over there, right? Okay, thank goodness. 8 short levels to go. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we make it. I think I'm dead. These bloopers are giving me a lot of trouble. Spicy run. Oh yeah, yeah. No, I think you're right, Zergling. I think I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to get this game deathless now. I've made it so far. That's not to say I'm going to get it on this run. Like my victory is inevitable. That's not what I mean. I just mean that if I can make it this far deathless, then I can do the whole game. It's just going to be a matter of grinding attempts. Didn't I do the second half of the game deathless the last time we played this, though? I warped to experiment on stage 5, and then after that, did I do the whole rest of the game deathless? Maybe not. Maybe I just beat it. I don't remember. I did? Yeah, so we can definitely do it. What's the correct path? I don't remember. Top, middle, top. No, bottom, middle, top. Ooh, for some reason I thought that was going to be like a super long fire bar. Now it's top, middle, top. Now the pressure is on, so to speak. Oh yeah. I feel nervous. Woo! It's really hard not to get the star there. I have to really fight my muscle memory on that one. Well, I can feel my soul reaching for it. Oh no, I didn't make it deathless. I died on 8-2. I remember, I died on 8-2 because we were talking about that one jump and then it killed me. Yeah, guess what jump is coming? Yeah, but I didn't think I was gonna make it that time. I experimented with that. I remembered that too. Frownie faces turtle power. Turtle power. Those bullet bills really don't like to despawn. Ooh, I'm in a bad spot. Scam. No! Rip the run. Heartbreaking. What a shame. I'm gonna have to play Mario again. Donatello? I feel not good about that death. I'm not terribly surprised it happened, but I'm not of a mind that it was entirely fair. Thank you for the good luck wishes. I think we'll clear the castle, all right. But it's not without its major obstacles here at the end. Victory. A hollow victory. So, last time I did this, when I hit the B button... Oh. No? Was that right? Yeah, that's right. Okay. Well, last time I did that, it sent me to the, the last time I did that, it sent me to the wrong world. Yeah, I mean, we beat the game as Small Mario. We didn't get Deathless, but we will. Let me step away for a moment. I need to take a short BRB. I'll see you again in a couple minutes. Oh, thank you for the GG VHS. Welcome back, my friends. Welcome in, Frank. Good to see you. So we need to spin the wheel. We beat the game. We got the small Mario run. So let's celebrate with a spin of the wheel. Well, several spins of the Wheel of Scorchin'. The Wheel of Scorchin'. The numbers on the wheel represent little bottles of hot sauce. Some of them quite mild, some of them quite excruciating. I will spin the wheel and generously sample whichever bottle it lands on by filling a wheat cracker with as much sauce as it can take without spilling it. Not all of the numbers have bottles anymore, so if I land on a dead number, I'm just going to increase by 1 or 2 or however many it takes to get to the next live number. Because I'm trying to use up all of the bottles that are currently on the wheel. So, like right now, there's no 1, there's no 2, there's no 9. And the thing is, I actually have several spins banked, so I'm gonna have to spin the wheel a lot now to catch up on our banked spins. So this could go very poorly for me. I mean, it could be fine if I land on duds every spin. So who knows? Who knows how it's gonna go? We'll find out together. Alright, so for clearing the Small Mario Challenge, number 8. I think I pushed it onto number 9. Oh no. Akis Arigama, welcome in. Number 8 is the Extreme Habanero Sauce. So the thing is, after this, I won't be able to taste the other spins. This is the hottest sauce on the board. It smells like chemicals. Thank you for the happy affiliate anniversary. We are celebrating by just doing the same thing we always do. Don't mess with success, as I like to say. Oh, there's not a lot of this one left. How many times have I landed on this? This is the end of the bottle. Alright, well that's good news at least. Oh my. Oh, it's awful. It's immediately awful. Oh. Oh my goodness. It doesn't even have a flavor of anything. It's just raw chemical burn. It's so very unpleasant. Oh. Would you rather play Echo for a year or eat that hot sauce for a month? Oh. I think I'd take the hot sauce. You and Squadron Micah, welcome in, Micah. Hope you're well. You could put off the other spins a bit so you can taste them. I did think about saying that I would spin until we used up the bank or until I landed on the Extreme Habanero. But I didn't say that. Is anything else on here even? I think I'm past the worst of it. Nothing else that's on the wheel is anywhere near as exciting. Um, so the thing is, like, burn through the spins now when I can't really taste them, or save them for later when there's nothing really hot on the wheel to make it that exciting anyway. I think the thing to do is just to use them up. Um, so we have to spin for Eggs of Steel. I beat that a couple weeks ago. Number 5. Number 5 is Sweet Jalapeno. I was meant like 20 or 30 minutes so you can at least taste the sauces. Well, I'm going to do this one now anyway, at least, because this will be a relief after that. uh, but yeah, maybe you make a good point. Maybe I'll just double up the spins until the bank is empty. Maybe I'll just spin at regular times, but double up until the bank is empty. That seems like a wiser way to do it. That the sweet jalapeno is sweet and soothing, and I wish that I were eating more of it. Because my tongue is going to be burning now for hours. Alright, I promised a whole bunch of spins and I delivered 2. So apologies for that. But we'll keep working through the bank. Over time. If you'll excuse me a moment, I've got to clear my sinuses out. If you beat Dragon's Lair, do we get 20 spins? The wheel is the great equalizer. Our Dragon's Lair victory earned us only 1 spin as well. It's not the worst idea. It's not the worst idea to have more it's not the worst idea to have more challenging games equal more spins, but it's too difficult to track, like, what would qualify for how much. Because even if I did it just purely based on, like, time spent on the stream, I can't keep running totals of how long I spend on games as I work on them because I juggle too much. The hard Dragon's Lair? Unless he finally did that one. I don't know. I don't know that I'm following. I beat Dragon's Lair on NES. You think that's easier than the SNES one? It's surprising. I've heard the SNES one's not that bad. but perhaps I'm being led down the garden path. We'll see. No, I've just done NES. I've done North American and PAL versions of the NES game. I haven't played any other Dragon's Lairs yet. I will. I just don't want to do them all at once. So, I don't know what is best. If we should try for our Deathless Mario run now while we are warmed up, or if we should look at Strider already. If I put Strider off too long, I'm not going to have enough time to meaningfully play through it. We'll do one more Mario run. Save quality time for Eek the Cat and Evil Knievel. Oh. Alright, I'm going to restart the game because I don't know if it's going to put me in that second quest or not. Yeah, I beat Dragon's Lair. I beat the one I was working on the NES. I beat the North American version, and then we beat the PAL version as well. So yeah, I'm finished with every Dragon's Lair that I've started. Wouldn't Deathless Second Quest be even cooler? If I'm gonna do Deathless Second Quest, it has to be in the same run as Deathless First Quest. But that possibility hasn't escaped me. I finished Dragon's Lair. I finished Dragon's Lair about a month ago, I think. Because I think I finished that. I finished that before Punch Out. We finished Punch Out on the first. I had a lot of success with some games that took me a very long time back to back. What am I doing? I'm pressing the wrong buttons, is what I'm doing. I'm never going to get this started. From the top. Small Mario only. Deathless attempt. Let's go. PB is one death, so if I do it all better than my PB, it's the run. Why is the wait? Why is the image quality so poor? It's so dark. Why is it so dark? I'm gonna have to restart this. Yeah, you're right. I don't know what happened. Something went wrong with the capture. I'm trying to fix it. Oh, everything's a disaster. There we go. That's more like it. Here's hoping you get a new PB of dying on 8-4 instead of 8-3. Yeah, I guess that is a possible. I guess that is a possibility. And now the music's broken. What? Why is the music broken? Tech problems on Frownie stream? Never. Alright. I started the timer like a fraction of a second before I hit start. But it's close enough. I'm not submitting this to any leaderboards. I bumped my head on a block, the run's ruined. At least there's no annoying Kaizo blocks. Oh, I should have just gone for it. So my sleep schedule should be changing soon. It will likely only affect the stream very moderately, but hopefully it will improve my quality of life a bit. Not that my quality of life has been poor, but there's definitely room for improvement, because like currently I go to sleep at about 6 p.m. and I wake up a little bit after 8:30. Then I make and eat dinner, and then we do the stream until approximately 2 a.m. And then I go back to bed, and I wake back up around 8 in the morning. So I've got this like divided sleep schedule, and it's still gonna be divided, but it's been the way that it is. It's been the way that it is because Jelly has been on a course of hormone treatments for the IVF pregnancy, and she is at the end of that now. She had the final dose tonight, but those have to be administered every night. Had to be administered every night at 9 p.m. And so I couldn't sleep through that. I couldn't sleep through that because she needed me to do the injections for her. But now we don't have to do that anymore. So now we should be able to have dinner first, and then I can nap from like 7:30 till about 10. Rip the run, and then I can get up and do the stream. I'm gonna throw these lives away. Then I can get up and do the stream, and then I can go back to bed after the stream. But I think it'll allow me. I think all said and done, it'll allow me to have like an extra half an hour of sleep every night. uh, getting any sleep while having a kid is a luxury. Baby man is really good at sleeping. He's really good at sleeping. He there was a little bit of trouble for the first like couple months, but he has been really good. So, I mean, the thing was, we it wasn't until I don't even remember because all that time like blurs together. But Baby Man got to where he could sleep through the night with only one instance of waking up really quick, like around like month 4 maybe. He was already just at one awakening during the night. And then Jelly and I realized if we proactively go in there and feed him a bottle of milk before he wakes himself up, then he'll fall back to sleep right away and stay asleep for the rest of the night. And so for the next several months we did that, and then I don't remember when we cut out that midnight feeding. But ever since that's been gone, he's just slept all the way through the night. He's great at sleeping. He we lay him down around 8 p.m. and he's good until 8 in the morning typically. And even when he wakes up in the morning, like he's not like immediately like demanding that like someone come and get him. When he wakes up in the morning, like he's real chill. He just hangs out in his crib and talks to himself. And so usually I have time to like make some coffee, load the dishwasher, like do a few chores in the morning before I even need to go and retrieve him. He's fantastic about sleep. You're lucky. Every kid I know is a nightmare. Even me and my brother was a nightmare. Helped raise my niece and a couple others. Made me not want to have kids. I do very much understand that we're I do very much, I bet Baby Man is better at sleeping than Frownie. He is. He absolutely is. Yeah, everyone tells us how lucky we are, and so I definitely recognize that. We'll see. We'll see what the next. We'll see what the next kid is like. Most of my kids slept fine too. All three of them. Maybe chill, relaxed parents equal chill, relaxed kids. I don't. I mean, I imagine it has to help quite a bit, but I don't imagine that there's a strict formula. I don't know that I could. I don't know that I could be accurately described as both chill and relaxed. Maybe I could be described as chill because I sometimes succeed at giving the illusion of it, but I definitely don't qualify as relaxed. Oh. Have PTSD when I hear "I'm ready" from SpongeBob and Strawberry Shortcake. She's 16 now. I should probably play. I should probably play some SpongeBob video games. I've played all the Strawberry Shortcake games. I've seen about an equal amount of the media. Actually, I've seen more SpongeBob, but because I think Strawberry Shortcake is basically right at 0. SpongeBob is very, very mildly above 0. I'm ready from SpongeBob. She watched it nonstop for like 6 months. We finally put a stop to it. It was the first 2 seasons when she was like 4 or 5 years old. My buddy, when I was in college, one of my friends, he had a toddler, and SpongeBob was one of her favorite things, so I caught a little bit of secondhand SpongeBob when I was hanging out with him. Kids love watching the same movies/shows repeatedly. I know Baby Man certainly likes to read the same books over and over again. I know, another cheap, cheap death. We read Fox and Socks and Green Eggs and Ham, and There's a Monster Eating My House, and The Monster at the end of the book. Those four. Those four are a pretty consistent loop. Maybe it always being the same makes it easier to learn from. SpongeBob was the worst. We blocked it on TV. She wasn't happy, but we couldn't take it anymore. I can't really say that I caught enough to know about it. My general impression of SpongeBob is it seems very loud, chaotic, and obnoxious. I think I don't know. I don't have to make a lot of decisions about media just yet, but I think when we start making media decisions for Baby Man, that we'll probably lean very heavily towards things that run at uh, a much slower pace. Cows, welcome in. Great to have you with us, my friend. I cleared the game with Small Mario. I'd like to be able to do it with no deaths, though. I died one time. In my Small Mario playthrough, so you know I just can't live with that. A big, or I guess I should say small congrats. A big congrats would definitely be inappropriate. I'm having a lot of trouble. I'm having a lot of trouble getting another playthrough off the ground though. Now I keep dying really early on. I think my decision to try for the deathless run immediately after the non-deathless. Ooh. I got super lucky there. I think my decision was somewhat foolish. But then again, aren't all my decisions? Everyone had their own TV, an own computer in my family, Ziegling says. Rarely we watch stuff together, but it wasn't the norm. I Yeah, I had a TV in my bedroom from pretty early on. Um, and a VCR. I don't think that I don't remember if the TV I had picked up like broadcast signals. If it did, it didn't do it very well because I pretty much only ever I really only ever remember watching stuff on tape on the TV in my bedroom. We had a big TV in the living room, and everyone had a small TV in their bedroom. So there was a lot of TV in my house growing up. But yeah, mostly I watch stuff on tape, and I never had any say on like at all in regard to what was on the big TV in the living room unless both my parents were asleep. We would watch stuff. I feel like we would watch stuff together fairly often, though. No one had their own computers though. There was always only at most there was one family computer that we all shared. And for a lot of the time there were zero computers. Never had a family computer. Me and my brother had our own computers since we were into IT. We were over halfway. Well, we were basically exactly halfway through. What a shame. We were very poor back then. I could work from home and help watch the niece. Everyone tried to watch the large TV. My dad would flip through the channels too much. Short commercials during a movie. Time to check how 10 different sports games are going. And miss a few minutes of the movie. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't like to watch TV that way. Or I didn't. I don't watch enough now to... I don't watch any broadcast television. We only watch we only watch YouTube and DVDs on our TV now. Miss watching hockey now, Kasarigama says. Was the only sport I even liked. Yeah, I never followed any sport. Boxing is the what I've seen the most of, and that was just from watching it with my parents when I was a kid. I can't really say I followed it because like I never knew who any of the fighters were from from bout to bout, but it was interesting enough that I could at least enjoy, watching a night of fights with them. Just basically pick which fighter to root for based on who had the most impressive pair of trunks at the beginning of each one. That's why you need picture in picture so you could tell when the movie was back on, Cal says. Yeah, I've never used the picture in picture feature. I never used that. I think our TV had it, but my parents never used it, and so I never it never occurred to me to use it. If I have to deal with more than 30 seconds of ads at the start of anything or a stream, it's an automatic deal breaker for me. Well, I hope my ads aren't longer than that. Uh, don't mind pre-rolls, but if people turn the ads up high and run them every 30 minutes for 3 minutes, I leave, Kusarigama says. My ads just run at whatever the default is. I've looked at the ad settings. I've looked at the ad settings before, but I don't because ideally I would just turn them down to whatever the minimum is. But I'm not. When I look at the settings, I'm not entirely sure what they do. So I just leave everything alone. Uh, your settings are fine. 30 seconds at the start of the stream. Nothing else appears for me. Excellent. That's I want as minimal ads to run for the stream as possible. That was a staple in my house. My dad was also one of those go visit 18 other channels during the commercials type of person. I can definitely get being so annoyed with commercials that you want to bail, but I I'm too obsessive. I'm too obsessive to be okay with missing part of the thing you were watching by coming back to it too late. People hate me since I change the radio constantly, because sorry, Gava says. I I will flip the station. I will flip the station sometimes if I'm annoyed by the ads, but the thing is that there's only like two stations that even play anything I'm interested to hear on the radio, and it always seems like their ads are synced. It always seems like if one of them's playing ads, the other one is too. So it's not really worth it to go searching through the whole band. From the top. We're moving more and more. We're moving more and more away from a lot of screen time in our home in general, though. My parents are very much the type to um, have have their television running constantly. Um, like basically just to create background noise all day long throughout the house. And so that's like the way that I operated for a really long time as well. I have the same habit. And I still do, largely, because I am very much like always listening to something throughout the day. I've kind of cut the screen away, but I haven't cut the noise away yet. Reading more has helped with that though, because I can't read with any other noise going on in the room. So if I prioritize spending time reading, then that motivates me to shut down the noise. Whoever drives controls the radio. It's one of the perks of the job. Just doing radio for a while. It actively put me in a bad mood having to listen to it. I just listen to whatever's YouTube on my phone. Yeah, it's set for 0 ads now. Heard that's the thing now where people can't turn off, and you need silence for that. I love silence, allows me to think and calm down. Strider time, not quite. I will take a look at Strider. I'm gonna get far enough in it to see about the charge attack, but not to beat it. But I will look into the mystery of the charge attack before the night's over, and then I will use that data to guide my decision for the next stream if we're gonna go oops all Strider next time. Come on, Frownie. What are you doing, man? I wish I could think of a better example of this. There was something that happened the other night, and I mean it occurs to me frequently, but like just one of the interesting things about having a small child is that he will imitate things that he sees me do that I'm not aware that I do. So it's very interesting to learn about it's very interesting to learn about my own like habitual actions by having them mirrored back to me from him. But like it's just it's it's really mind-blowing sometimes because it's like he repeats words back that he hears us say, but like he re- he repeats words and actions that he observes, but like without an understanding of their context, and so it really like boggles my mind, like trying to wrap my head around like what is his motivation. This is why I need an example because it's like he copies words and actions without like the underlying motivation that would lead you to perform them. And so it's like I wonder what is the substitution in his mind. Because like obviously if he's just heard you say a word and he parrots it, it's because he's just heard it and is just copying because just heard it. But like when like he picks up a word from you and then like uses it spontaneously, like removed from like the initial like parroting of it, it's like, well, what what association has he formed, or what has happened in his mind that has made him decide that now is the time and place for that. I don't know. There was something he did. There was something he did the other night. I can't remember what it was. That had me thinking about that. Sorry, I'm telling like a third of a story. It's not subliminal habits. Yeah, there was something like I don't know. Maybe it'll come back to me. There are some things just like, like when I stand up from the couch, I'll stretch and sigh. And so like when he gets up, he'll stretch and sigh, and like he's seen me like blow my nose, so like anytime it's like so then like for a while, like anytime he would pick up a piece of paper or something like that, he would hold it up to his face like he was blowing his nose. Like he'll do stuff like that, but it's like he's copied the actions without any like context. Uh, Fake it till you make it. Uh, Maybe man will get all of your habits, and the principal will call, and he'll say he got it from you. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I knew going in that like they learn from like observation and mimicry, right? But it's one thing to like intellectually know that, and another to like see it happen, and then to like, and again, just to see it happen in very strange ways. One of my nieces, when she was very small, learned the phrase "uh-oh, dada" to mean you did something wrong. Oops, because her mom would always say, "Uh-oh, dada forgot to X." Oh, so one of the things that he does, if he finds like a piece of like if he finds like a piece of like trash on the floor, like some piece of like debris, like a little like rock or something, I don't know, just like kind of like stuff that gets on your carpet, he will he will pick it up, and he will pick it up and he will say, "Oh yeah, yucky," over and over again, and bring it to me, because when I would see him picking at the floor, like if he would find something, I would tell him to bring it to me and give it to me, because I don't want him to play with it or put it in his mouth or whatever. So anytime he would find some sort of like, some sort of piece of trash on the floor, I would say, "Oh, give that to me, baby man. Let me have that." And then when he'd hand it to me, I would say, "Oh yeah, that's yucky," and then put it away. And so now every time he picks something up off the floor, he says, "Oh yeah, yucky," even before he gives it to me. A funny way to learn that Mama was throwing Dad under the bus. Uh, my niece is the spitting image of my brother. She took after her dad, not her mother. I've got cheese to snack on tonight, but it's so crumbly that it's it's too difficult to practically enjoy. I don't know why this particular block of cheese is so exceedingly crumbly. Like, all of my cheese lately has been crumbly because I've had it in the freezer. But, like, this is... This is, for some reason, like 10 times more crumbly than any other piece. Like, if I look at it hard enough, it starts to turn to powder. I want blue cheese now. I don't have the courage. I don't have the courage to enjoy blue cheese. When I was little, I had on a VHS tape this animated version of the Nutcracker Prince, and there's an extended sequence in the film where it's telling like the backstory of how the prince became the Nutcracker, and it's a really long segment about like how it's the king's birthday and he is supposed to get a special cake made of blue cheese, and the Rat King and his minions come in on that day and they eat the blue cheesecake and ruin it, and then the queen or the chef, I don't know which the character is or both, is very upset that the king's cake has been ruined, and she runs through the castle crying, and fountains of tears come out of her head and start to flood the rooms of the castle. It's all... I can't think of blue cheese without thinking about this like fever dream of a cartoon from when I was a kid. It's so good, though. Maybe someday. I have been bold enough to try new things. Every now and then. It took me forever. It took me forever to work up the nerve to have yogurt, and now I eat yogurt. Not quite every day, but more days than I don't. The real blue cheese, not the bottled stuff. Yeah, and that's yeah, I would definitely want to steer more toward a truer, purer example. Ah! I think this is going to be my last run at this tonight, and then we'll switch over to Strider, because it's going to take me a little while to get far enough in that game, I think, to unlock the charge shot. And that'll round things out for us. My current plan is to stream tomorrow night, but I may have to shift that. My current plan is to stream tomorrow night and to skip Thursday, but I may have to shift that, so I'll let you know in the Discord. But if I'm not here tomorrow, I should be here on Thursday. And I would like to say that I'm going to stream Friday, but something bad always happens to me on Friday. Friday's a little bit trickier for me regardless, just because of the way that it lines up with Jelly's time off. Because Jelly gets either Friday or Saturday off work, and it rotates from week to week. And if she has Saturday off, then a Friday night stream is bad for me because I want to be up early on Saturday when Jelly's off. If she has Friday off, then a Friday stream is more likely for me, unless I get wrapped up in whatever we're doing all day long. And then have to eat the time cost later from either making up some work I didn't get done during the day or catching up on sleep. So like Friday in general is tricky for me, but then we've had tornadoes and me accidentally setting off a bottle of pepper spray. And just all manner of misadventure eating up my Friday. American cheese is only good on burgers because it melts good? I mean, that's, I mean, I think that's the case. I like a slice of just like regular cheddar cheese on my burgers. I I mean, I'm happy either way, but I'm definitely willing to sacrifice meltiness for the real cheddar flavor. That being said, I usually just end up going with American cheese because it's fine too and it melts well. But I'm not so I don't prioritize meltiness so highly that I mean it's nice, but I'll give it up for the cheddar flavor. Put blue cheese or Munster on my burgers. I do like Munster cheese by itself, at least. I've never put it on a burger. It seems like that would be pretty melty too, right? I've only ever had Munster cheese cold, but it seems like it would melt well. I like a slice of cheddar cheese on my burger if I'm also putting bacon on it. That's when I really like to reach for the cheddar cheese instead of the American cheese. Is if I'm putting some bacon on my burger. If it's just if there's no bacon, then I just then the American cheese is just fine. Rip. Yeah, I don't have any strong negative feelings about American cheese. I think it's just fine. I don't really think it's, I don't think it's anything great, but I don't think that there's any, a special vileness to it. I like it for a grilled cheese sandwich too. It's pretty much the only thing I'll reach for that. All right. Well, we got a small Mario clear, but I didn't get the small Mario Deathless clear. But I think I'm going to put Mario away. Like I said, we'll come back. We'll get the Deathless run in this another night. But let's switch over to Strider and see if I can figure out that charge attack situation.